Music, please.
The biggest thing is that we started to get a good response from people wanting to participate in Fort Lauderdale. They were emailing us, calling us. So we decided, let's see if the hotel is even ready first. If they have staff, if we can do it. Unfortunately, our hotel at the Marriott in Palm Beach Gardens, they weren't able to get the staff back in time because they didn't have events till in July. So I had called our Hilton that we use here for Tampa Bay Classic and asked them if they were ready to host an event. They said yes, they were. So obviously we went through the correct channels and contacted the NDCA to see if we could possibly move the event. We got permission due to the fact that it was a hotel issue. So that's how it got started. That's how the ball got rolling. 3 weeks prior to the event actually going off, this was all happening. A lot of the challenges were creating social distancing at the tables. One of the things that the hotel couldn't do for us was coffee and water, which we always usually do in the morning for all the competitors. So we got a solution to the water. They allowed us to bring water bottles. We had koozies with our logo on it, and then we wrote everybody's names on it so that way they could keep track of their water bottles. We did social distancing for the registration. We limited the amount of couples on the floor so that way nobody felt like they were on top of each other. We limited the amount of people in the ballroom. We didn't sell spectator tickets. You can't just walk up and buy spectator tickets today, which is something we felt was important. We opted not to have a videographer in the ballroom, and we opted not to have a photographer as well, just so that way the students could feel like this was just about them that were competing. And that's what we wanted. We put the vendors outside, so there was still more space in the ballroom. We had probably at least a 2-hour meeting with the general manager before we even decided to go forward, of what they needed from us and what we needed from them, and kind of collaborated together with both CDC guidelines. We also did local government guidelines. I just found out this morning that every single hotel, I spoke to the GM this morning, he said all the hotels in Tampa are all in alliance together, that they're all following the same guidelines for hospitality in the city of Tampa, which is really cool that they're all going by the same rules. We're all playing by the same rules. Different time right now. You go to some restaurants here locally, some are wearing the mask, some are not. Most servers are wearing it. I know the servers here actually wear masks and gloves when they serve dinner. They'll be doing that during lunch. Our lunch buffet, it's kind of old school where the person will actually put the food on your plate for you. You're not just gonna grab the utensils. That's one of the things that the hotel is doing. And we actually incurred a cost for that, but we didn't pass it on to our competitors. We just paid the money so that way we can keep everybody safe.
And about how many entries you got here today?
1,958.
That's a good turnout.
Yeah, it is a good turnout. 22 studios. We were blown away.
So you're happy that you got a lot quantity studios,
Yes.
rather than entries?
Yes, I am. Because that just shows me that the industry, people are ready to dance. The ones that aren't, they'll be back when they feel comfortable. You know, we actually ask them to not wear a mask while they're competing. I don't think it's safe for them to wear a mask. We did strongly recommend it while they're not competing, just so they can keep themselves safe for themselves and for their fellow competitors. This is not a permanent move at all. This was just a one-time location change with the circumstances that we're under. September 27th, back here in Tampa for the Tampa Bay Classic. It's our grand finale of the Florida Classic Series.